chairman of the full committee, Mr. Steil, for purpose of questioning the witness.
Thank you very much. I'm going to come back to where I was just to make sure I fully understand where we're at in your comments. Are you aware of the language included in the fiscal year 2022 Appropriations Committee report that instructs the IG to make reports publicly available whenever practical and begin publishing reports on your website?
Yes, sir. I have a general understanding of the direction.
Do you believe that that gives you the authority, or do you believe that that language still requires you to obtain the consent of the Capitol Police Board? Just making sure I understand your view of the chain of command versus what I think is congressional intent and figuring out where there might be a break in this so we can improve process.
Yes, sir. The way the process is set up includes those other bodies that I had mentioned. Certainly want to engage the department to help review the material to make sure we're not missing something or putting
Understood.
something out. So from that standpoint, I feel comfortable with the collaborative effort that we put together as long as we're all moving forward and getting these reports out.
But you feel, I mean, historically that hasn't been the case, right? If only 2 have been made public out
Correct.
of a very large volume of total reports
Sure.
that have been done. Is that a fair
That's,
assessment of the situation?
yes, sir.
But you think that that's changing, but we just haven't seen it make it all the way through the pipeline. Is that kind of how is that a fair characterization of how you're presenting this?
Yes, sir. I think the approach was after the 22 guidance or directive from Congress, the process was finalized. It had started before I got here, but
Understood.
we finalized it when I got here. Got those 2 out. I think there's 6, 7 or so that are in the review period. My hope is that we're going to start seeing a steady stream of our reports coming out.
We'll definitely be looking forward to that. I think
Yes.
that's an important piece of the puzzle here. But the Capitol Police Board, although you described the pipeline a bit, the Capitol Police Board doesn't have the ability to then prevent you from complying with those specific instructions from Congress. Is that true, or do you disagree with that? I mean, there's a process, right? They're invested in this, but ultimately that authority resides with you, no?
So they put out a directive years ago that we don't release anything.
Correct.
The current process, as I understand it, is the board, when they get to the final review, the third party in the review process, they then give authority for us to then release it on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
Not a carte blanche. Everything's moving forward. It's on a case-by-case. Due to the sensitivity of the information contained.
Understanding the sensitivity, but I mean, you're also privy to the sensitivity and could consult with the board, but ultimately, in your view, the board has the final say.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have thoughts and comments on that, but I understand your position. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Chair, I yield back.
There we go.